We are in the spoopy woods now.
We is.
I can hear from the spoopy wood music.
Oh, yes.
Time to get spoopy.
Yeah. One thing Breath of Fire 1 has over this game is that the woods music is actually way better.
Okay.
Because this one doesn't have woods music. That's just generic cave music. But BOF1 actually has this like really nice track. I'll see if I can remember to send it to you sometime. But yeah, it's BOF1 had the likes of I think Yoko Shimomura worked on BOF1's soundtrack, whereas this one was all Capcom in-house.
Right.
Now, granted, the soundtrack to this one's really good, but BOF1 had some legends working on it, and so it's a lot more orchestral.
Yeah.
And like, there's a lot more specific like vibe to the areas that you're in BOF1.
Right. I'm gonna go on record here.
Yeah.
And say, just watching that last fight.
Yeah.
Fuck sleep.
I hate sleep. Yeah.
Like
it's
in
so
every
obnoxious.
game.
Yep.
Because you know it's the most engaging mechanic ever? Hey, you.
Not doing anything.
Stop playing.
Yep.
Fuck sleep mechanics.
Yeah, it's frustrating as hell.
Especially
in this
sleep
game,
mechanics where
like,
the wake up is a random roll, like in Pokemon.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, when you're not woken up by getting hit, that is the worst.
Yeah.
Like, that pissed me off so much in Pokemon.
They're slapping your shit. Why are you waking up?
Yeah.
Is the status effect sleep or fucking coma? Get up, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh wow, are they already just random encounter monsters?
Yeah, I mean, they're not the same thing.
Okay.
The other ones were named PT, Pooty, and whatever, so
Right.
I think these have fewer hit points.
Okay.
But yeah, Harpies are, like, the sprite is pretty much there.
Okay. That's a quick turnaround for reuse.
Yeah, it was. This game is a mess. Like, it's great, I love it, but there's a lot of questionable design choices in it.
There's something kind of fun about, like, endearing messes, though.
Exactly, yeah. That's the way I feel about this thing. Like, from all objective measures, there's a problem. Like, there's a lot of serious issues in this game, but I like them.
Yeah.
Most of them, anyway.
Nothing wrong with that. Like,
yeah, the battles get a little bleh, especially near the end, but
I get a little bleh.
yeah. Bleh.
Bleh.
But yeah, just, like, there's a house later on with a guy, and you talk to the guy, and he's just a normal sprite. He's a mustachioed dude with the blue hair. And he says, "I have nothing to do with it. Please go on without me." That's all that house is for.
That's actually amazing.
It is. I love it. There's another house with a recruitable character for your town, and is a little cat named Aki, and the cat goes, "Ah!" and if you recruit the character, which, by the way, is like one of the most convoluted recruiting methods ever, because you have to have cat shamanized in order to speak with it to recruit it. And shaman stuff comes later, but anyway, that's how you get it. None of the other characters require like any setup. You go and talk to them, and you say yes to letting them in your town. For all of the other recruitable town characters, but that one, you have to go in with a specific character leading your party in a specific special form. And then when you get the cat, nothing happens except that as time passes, more cats come into the house.
That's
all go,
magical.
"Ah." Yeah, they all go "ah" or "meow."
There's something brilliant about that.
There really is. I'm not going to do that. I thought about it. I heavily considered it, but I'm not going to do that for this file because there's just someone I have to get in that particular house.
Okay.
So, yeah. But
That's
it's hilarious. Yeah.
Like, I'm now convinced there's a handful of people that's like, well, fuck. Playthrough canceled. I'm not watching this anymore.
Yep, pretty much. They didn't get Aki? What the fuck, dude?
What the fuck?
They call themselves furries?
What the fuck is this shit? No catch. What's its power? It gets more cats. Why would you not get that?
Yeah, it's just like Chrono Trigger, man. It's just like Chrono Trigger.
Just the fucking best. What,
Yep.
do you want rats in your village? Because this is how you get rats.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, well, I mean, if we don't want rats in the village, I can leave.
Well, maybe they're trying to tell you something.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I'll just leave the Let's Play channel too while I'm at it. I've already threatened suicide, may as well threaten this.
I thought you, went through with it several times.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
But
You
I
got
also
better.
threatened it beforehand.
That's true.
Yeah.
You threatened it, then you did it, then you got better.
So I have a mechanics question for you, since you always ask me.
Ooh.
What do you think of enemies that do either a miss or a critical hit?
Depends on how brutal critical hits are in the game.
Okay, well, you saw it here. It did 18 damage.
And you've got, 40 max health?
I think 60 now, but yeah.
Okay, that's a third of your meter. I guess it would also depend on the ratio. Because, some games hit it, a crit is a 50% damage boost, so it's times 1.5.
Right.
Other games, I think the standard is double. I've seen some go up to, quadruple damage on crits.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that, too. In this one, I think it's, 2.5 or 3. It's more than double, I know that. Or actually, no, what I think it is it doubles it, but it also ignores your defense.
Okay. So that does hit pretty hard.
Yes.
Especially later on when you're more used to, good equipment negating it. Or high levels.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is also the ratio. Actually, you know what? Fuck the ratio. It's all about the modifier. Because the ratio is either, a decent ratio, a 70% accuracy, in which case you're just taking a bunch of damage.
Right.
Alternatively, it's a really low ratio, going down 25% or lower, in which case the whole battle is just a fucking roll of the dice.
Yeah.
And that's not really engaging.
Right. I think this one is a 50% miss.
If it's a 50% miss and a double percent damage, then on the average, I guess it's the same as a normal fight. In which case,
it's just that it's more dangerous is all.
What's the point?
Yeah. Well, I think it's just because HP management is really important in older RPGs.
True.
Not nearly as, or far more than it is in newer ones.
True.
And so HP and item management especially. And so you're trying to use as few resources as you can, and you're trying to kind of hedge your luck a little bit, hedge your bets. And so with games like this, fighting enemies with that sort of mechanic where they can just do a shit ton or nothing at all, it makes it more risky. And you kind of have to wonder, okay, am I going to try to keep my HP above what their critical hit can do, or am I just going to see if they'll miss?
True. And on top of that, you have if they actually manage to hit you 2 or 3 times in a row, that's really dangerous.
Yes, it can get terrible.
Yeah, just bad rolls. That reminds me a lot of how the RNG kind of hurts Darkest Dungeon. That is a game where it's supposed to have kind of roguelike elements to it, but I think it has a little too much.
Okay.
Where a bad few rolls of the dice can just completely fuck you over. And this is an RPG with permanent character death.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, that's not good.
A few bad rolls killing off, your level 5 characters in a game where the max level is 6.
Oh.
Great. I'm just gonna have to start all fucking over again. That's fantastic.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez.
Some games will walk the fine line between stressful and frustrating. So that's a game where it's supposed to be hey, we are a dark fantasy RPG with Cthulhu elements, and we're trying to emulate the stress and terror that would come in living in that kind of environment. All right, that's cool. Oh, random draws can just fuck over your entire party because, I don't know, fuck you.
Yeah.
All right, that's a problem. It's not worse.
It doesn't make sense mechanically and thematically, really.
Yeah.
Cthulhu isn't about random stuff. It's about what exists and how you handle it.
Yeah.
which tells me that they should just make some things very difficult and perhaps surprising, but not based on actual random chance.
Yeah, it's not fully random chance. It's just like, oh, you can get a couple of crits in a roll, in a row, and that'll fuck you over. Or it has a stress meter, and when your character hits 100 stress, they get a status condition.
Yeah. And
it's like 1 out of 20 stats, and 5 of them are good, the rest are awful.
Right.
And it's a roll of the dice on which you end up with. And it's like, you have no way of knowing until it happens. So it's stuff like that, and it's a game where failures can stack up really quickly.
Yeah.
And a part of it is punishing greed, where it's like, something starts to go wrong. Should I leave? No. Okay, you should have left. Other times, it's just, I feel like they need to slightly tweak the balancing just a bit more.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Overall, it's a pretty good game, though.
That's good.
Like, I'm bitching about it, but I'm bitching about it because I like it.
Right. So this character, there's someone very similar to him in Breath of Fire 3 and 4. 3, he actually plays a pretty decent role. 4, he's just kind of there. But he's called Baba in this one, but in the other ones he's called Bunyan, which I'm guessing is a reference to Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he's a woodsman. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. By the way, I got lucky as shit on this dude. He's supposed to be way harder.
Okay.
And I'm not over-leveled anymore. My god, I've lost! The diamonds!
My eyes! My brand!
There's always someone better. I'll never fight again.
Oh.
Yes,
well,
my
I'm
brand.
not the best. Better give this shit up.
I should also mention that this is actually my second time going through this dungeon on this playthrough. Because the first time I recorded wrong, and I screwed some stuff up. And so that's why I knew exactly where all the treasures and stuff were.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I also ate shit pretty hard on the first time through. Like, I died to one of those bugbears, which is one of the reasons I brought up the question about critical hits and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. But I actually got pretty good RNG this time. Like, a lot of critical hits, a lot of counterattacks, stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, is counter on an RNG in this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and another interesting thing in this game, which you haven't seen yet because haven't gotten any attack mages yet, spells can crit.
Huh.
Like, some of them can't, but most of them can if they deal damage.
Do they say on the tin if they can crit?
No. Nothing at all. In fact, the only indication that it crits is that the screen kind of flashes and it does more damage.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I came pretty close to dying here.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. Oh, that's tickling the pickle there.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been too bad, though, because it would have just sent me back to where I needed to be anyway.
Tactical fast travel.
Yeah, like a death warp.
That's always so weird to me in games where you can death warp.
Yeah. It's like, how does this work in lore?
I intentionally died here to go faster.
Mm-hmm. It's like, who takes you to the save point? God?
Maybe? Is God on our side, or are we trying to kill God? I don't know.
Depends on which God, too.
This is a jerp, so, like, lots of jerps want you to kill God.
Yep.
I guess Satan lives in Japan.
Yeah, must.
Land of the rising sun. Oh, that's Satan's horns coming up over the horizon there.
Yeah, and it couldn't possibly be the whole if you stat it, they will kill it mentality. Where it's like, dude, think about it. What if we could kill God? Dude, that sounds so awesome. Let's do that.
No, it's the whole plot of it. It's like, no, yeah, seriously, there's God. Go kick his teeth in, because fuck that guy.
Yep, exactly. Like, I imagine that's what the first go kill a God thing was all about. It was just like, wouldn't that be fucking badass if you could kill something that's immortal?
Yeah. Like, that's like the hardest ending to get in Shin Megami Tensei 3. The whole, let's go punch God's teeth in ending.
Uh-huh.
Because that ending is, fuck the world, but creation, we broke it.
Damn.
Now I got this army of demons, I'm gonna go push God's shit in, because, fuck that guy.
Nice. So you kind of do the second uprising.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That final boss is fucking for real. Like,
Good,
Lucifer
it should be.
Does not fuck around.
Yeah. Like, I'm actually kind of tired of JRPGs where the final boss is God, but easy.
Yeah. Well, like, the normal final boss is not. And, like, it can be a challenge, but this is the kind of secret final boss where it's like, okay, you beat the final boss? Cool. Go kill the secret final boss now. Yeah, he's tougher. No, fuck you for thinking you get a chance to heal.
Yeah.
No, end the final boss fight at full health, because fuck you.
Yep, pretty much.
The SMT... The Atlas JRPGs don't fuck around.
Yeah.
No, they're for real.
Yeah. Which is interesting, because Atlas, like, I played another Atlas JRPG, but it was on the Game Boy Advance called Lufia, The Ruins of Lore, and it was garbage. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was not good.
Yeah. Well, it's like...
But, yeah.
I feel like a lot of publishers have their pet studio that does really good stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what they end up getting known for.
Yeah, probably.
And then they have other subsidiaries like, I like the cut of this kid's jib. Let's give them a try. Oh, we maybe shouldn't have given them a try.
Well, that was a mistake.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
Yeah, what's weird about the Lufia series is that it's been, like, passed down to 3 or 4 different publishers.
Sometimes that works.
Have you ever played a Lufia game?
Nope.
Okay, the first one was done by Taito. The second one was done by Natsume. The Game Boy Advance one was done by Atlas. And then there were a couple others that I don't remember what they were made by. But, like, yeah, they got passed around all over the place.
Well, I've never been a huge fan of, like, the Atlas portable stuff after a certain point. Like, I remember Atlas publishes the Snowboard Kid game. And the Snowboard Kid DS game is a fucking train wreck.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same reason why Star Fox Zero has problems, and it's the fucking gimmicky control scheme you can't turn off.
Oh, god damn it.
Or it's like, hey, let's do a sports game where you need to use the face, the D-pad, the face buttons, and the touchscreen.
Oh no.
This'll work.
Yeah, fast-paced action game where you have to switch between modes of... Yeah, that's just wrong. I always felt weird in Star Fox Command when I had to do the loop-de-loops in the middle of a high-pitched battle.
There's something weird about a lot of Nintendo, like, ever since the Nintendo 64, you sometimes have to wonder, does Nintendo employ humans in its buildings?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like, did anybody actually pick this up and say this is fine?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many things that are just super awkward to handle.
You have to wonder if they listen to their testers.
Yeah. Or if they test internally and no one wants to say anything because the boss had the idea.
Yeah, that is also possible. I'm actually almost certain that's the case with Shigeru Miyamoto.
Like, oh shit. We forgot he's a human and he also has bad ideas sometimes.
Yeah.
Should we tell him? Should we tell him? Do you want to be the one to tell him the Emperor doesn't have clothes on?
Pretty much. Especially when the Emperor will probably can you and tell you how horrible you are for not believing in his vision. I'm grinding, by the way, because the next boss is really difficult.
Well, the conversation's still fine.
Yeah, it works.
Like, I don't know.
Just explaining that for anyone who's like, why is he doing this?
People have visions, and even geniuses can sometimes see shit.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And Miyamoto's been having issues lately anyway. Like, he's kind of... He used to design from mechanics up, and now he's just like... He's decided that the gimmick matters more.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. Like, They still make fun games, but most of their really fun stuff is just straight out of formula. And it's like,
yeah, exactly.
This is nice. It looks sleeker than what we're used to, but we've done this.
Mm-hmm. Many times.
What's new here? Like, I've played maybe 20 minutes of, like, Super Mario 3D Land.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, this is a really fun Mario game.
And then, yeah.
Okay,
like,
we're done here.
Yeah.
Like
I got new Super Mario Brothers because I had I bought the Wii U with the Mario Kart deal that they did at one point, where you got Mario Kart and another game along with the Wii U.
Right.
And I chose New Super Mario Brothers U. And it actually, like, I like to finish games when I have them, but it actually was kind of difficult for me to finish that, and not because the game's hard or anything, but because it wasn't that interesting. Because it was just basically, okay, I've played Mario before, and that's all this is. There's nothing new, there's no... I know there's no twist at the end, there's nothing to look forward to in this game, so why am I continuing the levels?
Mario games are like good cheese pizza. Like pretty well-made cheese pizza. Not fancy cheese pizza where you get like exotic cheeses on it, just a really good cheese pizza. No one's gonna bitch about the cheese pizza. Everyone will eat a cheese pizza. If you're at a party and you need to feed everybody, you get a big old cheese pizza. No one's gonna have an issue with it unless they're like a really picky asshole or they're snobby. Everyone can eat it just fine. It's just, if you decide that for the next month all you're gonna eat is cheese pizza, you're gonna start to get sick of it after like the third or fourth day. Yeah,
pretty much.
And that's the entire Mario franchise. It's well made, everyone can enjoy it, it's just there's not a lot to it.
Right.
So it's like, okay, pick and choose which of the Marios you want to play. And like, how many of these can you tolerate? It's like the Telltale adventure game formula.
Yeah.
It's like, it's all the same game, just what flavor do you want on it?
Right. Oh, did you notice there's a day and night mechanic in this?
I did notice.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Especially for a SNES game.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird. Like, obviously, it's just day and night, but it's there. And actually, the reason I changed it to day is because until you do the Coliseum stuff, you can talk to the guy at the front of the pub who says, "Oh, well, nobody comes here until night. Do you want to wait until night?" And then you can say yes, and it counts as resting at an inn. So I can do that for free. That's how I got rid of my poison.
Aha, tricks.
Yeah.
Exploits.
Yes.
Pro tips.
I learned a lot of things playing this game. And I'm still learning stuff. Like, I'm actually just researching a little bit while I do this game. And there's things that I did not know. Like, for instance, that evasion is not actually a thing. Or that the dragon powers you get later, only 3 of them actually have elements. So,
yeah, this game sounds pretty broken, actually.
Yeah, it is. Like, they forgot to assign an element to the second tier of dragons, which are Fire Dragon, Thunder Dragon, and Ice Dragon. So all of them do the exact same thing.
That's actually kind of hilarious.
Yes,
I love that.
Yes, it is.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Dragons that don't do shit, almost like real dragons.
Yeah. Well, I think in the first Final Fantasy, there was an element or something. There was one spell that was completely useless. Oh, yeah, it was Amut, which gets rid of the mute status, but the mute status doesn't exist in that game.
That is magical right there.
Yes, it is. Oh yeah, this battle coming up, I think you're gonna like it.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yep, final interview by HR, which I'm guessing Director of Human Resources. This is the Director of Human Resources, who says yawn, and then you fight him. And he's a flexing dude.
It's Icho
Education,
Anarchy.
hobby, talent, and then he flexes, well, does a pose, and you get hit.
ha, hoo, ha, hoo.
Exactly.
Ha,
Aniki.
Anaki.
I love this guy. He's amazing.
That's fantastic. I love muscle bodybuilder characters. They're so funny.
Yeah, well, especially when they attack by flexing.
When they do everything by flexing, that's the way to do it.
It's gorgeous.
It's how you have beautiful muscles.
Yes. Pass.
Your body may not be shiny and glistening and sculpted, but you pass all the same, kitten.
Yep. It's because you used a sword against me.
Swords might be not the most glistening, beautiful muscle way of doing things, but I suppose they are effective nonetheless.
Your opponent is a girl. I guess it'll be an easy win. Oh, you think it might not be a challenge with a female opponent? Don't worry, she's quite strong. This guy's such an asshole. Winner's
Rig
already
the
been
fight.
determined. Uh-oh.
It's
Scenario
pro
has been
wrestling.
written. Cruel man Baba tortures the girl and kills her. You'll notice it's getting progressively darker, that dragon symbol.
Yeah.
There's no way, Baba, that you will lose. During the fight, we will shoot a poison needle in the opponent. All you have to do is make sure you don't get hit with the poison needle. It's pretty shady.
Man, I would love to have, like, JRPG fights where it's just like pro wrestling, but the challenge of the fight is just getting the audience pumped.
That would be so cool.
I think Lisa has a couple of fights like that where it's not about the enemy's health, it's about the audience's hype meters.
That's pretty cool. There's actually a side-scrolling beat-em-up called Foul Play, I think it is. It's on Steam. That's basically the point. Like, if you get the audience to a low enough, like, I think your health is basically audience expectations. And, yeah, if you get it low, then you actually lose the level, but otherwise your characters are invincible.
Oh, I know that no pants symbol.
Yep. What are you looking for? Going through a girl's things?
Are you looking for my pants? Joke's on you, I don't have any.
Yep. You weirdo! Smack!
Get out!
She's strong.
I love JRPG games that fuck around with the concept of just breaking into people's houses and taking their shit.
Yeah, definitely. So
Like,
here's
when I
another
was
exploit. If you talk to this guy first, wait, okay, let's see, what was it? Oh, that's right. If you talk to him first, you leave like that, Rand comes along, and he talks about this whole poison needle thing. Then he asks you to give him all your money. You have no choice but to do so. But what's in that chest is 1,000 coins.
Yeah.
So if you get it before you talk to that guy, you lose those 1,000 coins. But
Okay.
otherwise, if you store all your money in the bank, you give him 0 coins. Yeah. Hey, if the story is true, your life is in danger too. But yeah, you give him 0 coins and he gets the antidotes anyway, which means that he could get those antidotes for free, and that motherfucker just ran away with your money. Which doesn't fit Rand's character at all, but whatever.
That reminds me a lot of getting Dante in Nocturne.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole shtick with Dante is there's a couple of fights and a fucking obnoxious chase scene. But the end of it all, when you finally beat him and you're able to recruit him, he basically goes, we'll call it on a coin toss. If you win, you'll hire me for 1 hell. And this is a Japanese game, so it's basically yen, so it's like a penny.
Right.
Or, if you lose, I take all of your money and I'm on your team.
Uh-huh.
Well, the exploit's fucking obvious there. If you know it's coming, just spend all your money beforehand.
Yeah. Put it into other assets.
Yep. And it's like, okay. So if I win, I give you a penny. If you win, I give you nothing, because that's what I have.
Yes.
No, wait, you do have to have 1. You have to have 1 in case you win.
Yep. She's a ferocious girl, like Biru Buru. That's where the name comes up. Oh, by the way, your name actually changes to Baba for this section of the game.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You'll have to knock her out without her knowing.
That's a good boy. Good luck.
Yep.
Baba.
So after that cutscene, you grab the coins and you go.
Yeah,
And
look at that.
1,000 coins, by the way, is a lot for this point in time.
Okay. Now I remember what we were talking about.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking amazing if you actually got a wrestling game where your health was the hype. It's like you have a button to sell, and one of your specials is you blade. That'd be fucking cool.
That would be amazing.
Like an actual legitimate wrestling game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what? Fighting? No. Don't be a dick and actually punch people. It's all about it's the illusion, dude. Come on.
Yeah. Baba is a weird name. And that's what causes her to come out. And she gets all the fanfare. You don't. Nobody likes Baba. Everybody likes Cat. Poor Baba.
Maybe that's why he lives in the woods alone, away from
Probably.
everybody.
Freaking hermit.
Are you crazy? You can't scare me. Bring
You're
it,
nasty
bitch!
as they come, trying to make me lose my concentration with lies.
How
I
dare
won't
you.
let you get away with it. Blah! Which causes you to lose a turn sometimes. Or, well, yeah, you lose all your strength, which means you do, like, kid damage. Yep. I guess that's how they, that's how they were supposed to do Dare, for her as an enemy. Was just to, make you lose your turn.
Okay.
Because sometimes it doesn't even work. Like, you don't lose your strength, you just do all the damage.
Huh. That reminds me of how stun works in Lisa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Instead of stunning them physically, whatever character is doing the stunning did something so remarkably stupid they're stunned by the stupidity.
That's amazing.
It's just, there's a status effect that's essentially stunned silence.
That is beautiful. Lisa sounds like a game I should try sometime.
It fluctuates from a really dark sense of humor to just being really dark.
Yeah.
The best way I've ever heard anybody put that game is, it's Undertale, but all the emotions Undertale made you feel, just grab them and tear them inside out.
Yeah.
Where this is a game about abusive parenting and drug abuse.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a lighthearted romp.
Good times. But yeah, I actually do think it looks interesting.
Yeah.
It looks a little rough, but I mean, like, as far as design and stuff goes. But yeah, looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, there's a couple of things in that game where it's like, I do not agree with the philosophy that went about this specific mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a character you can only get by, like, winning Russian roulette X number of times.
Oh, shit.
And there's no saving between each round of Russian roulette.
Oh, so you have to grind it if you want to get this character.
And it costs party members if you lose.
Oh, shit.
Like, no, this is for real Russian roulette.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you can push her out of the way, and you get her for the next battle. But if you do that, the best line in the game doesn't happen, and so I chose to let her get hit by the poison needle.
Okay. You're not going to let Angus get away with it, are you?
Let me help you, Rand has joined the group. Wow,
Let me help
Rand,
you,
that's a
guys.
weird thing to say. Let me help you, Rand has joined the group. By the way, she's actually dead. Like, I didn't realize that until, like, my third or fourth playthrough. But she actually straight up dies if that happens. It's really weird.
So she is dead right now.
Yes, she is currently kaput.
Huh.
Yeah.
And you revive her?
Yes, you do, and it's really weird because you can't do that with anybody else. So maybe she's only like half dead, like in Princess Bride.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway,
Or like a
I guess
coma
we'll
or something?
see the fight with August next episode.
Okay. Next time on Didn's birthday.